This film shows how to make a half-cloth binding step by step. With half-cloth bindings, the book cloth covers the spine and extends onto the boards. The remainder of the boards will be covered with decorative paper. This model shows the individual parts of a book. The case with 2 boards, the craft paper which will connect the boards, the card spine stiffener inserted between the boards, the book cloth, and the decorative papers. The book block consists of the text weight paper and the end papers at the beginning and the end of the book. In addition, one can also see the fabric reinforcement of the end paper, one of the tapes, the thread used to sew the signatures together, and the decorative end band. Fold each sheet down the middle. Push the block down at the back and fan it out. Smooth the fold firmly down with the edge of a bone folder. Four sheets are put inside one another. Fold 2 end papers down the middle. The 2 end papers are placed on waste paper as shown, so that the fold of the upper end paper lies 5 millimeters behind the edge of the fold of the lower end paper. Next, place waste paper on top so that its border is again 5 millimeters behind the edge of the fold of the upper end paper. Apply glue to the 2 5 mm wide strips of end paper. Discard the waste paper on top, separate the 2 end papers and remove the waste paper. Glue 1 end paper to the first page of the first signature. End paper and signature should be flush at the fold. Similarly, glue the second end paper to the last page of the last signature. Glue out a 3 cm wide strip of hinge cloth. Discard the newspaper and lay the strip on the table. Lay the signature end paper down on the strip of cloth. Make sure that the hinge cloth extends beyond the spine fold by 5 millimeters. Fold around the signature. Turn the signature over and carefully rub down the hinge cloth. Repeat with the other end signature. With a paper cutter, trim each section one at a time, minimally, beginning with the head or tail. In order to make a clean cut, it is important that the paper lies exactly against the base of the guillotine. One hand firmly presses down the section with the press bar. The blade is pulled to the left during cutting. To trim the parallel edge, use the guide. After this, all signatures are of equal height. Also, while cutting the four edges, the signatures lie flush against the paper cutter's guides. Trimming with the paper cutter produces a slightly rough cut surface, which corresponds to the character of the paper. The first end paper signature is then placed on the sewing template. Transfer the markings to the end paper signature with a pencil. Apply glue to the first 3 centimeters of the 3 sewing tapes, which are each 1 centimeter wide. Stick the tapes down onto the first end paper sections so that they line up with the markings. They should be flush to the edge of the hinge cloth.